Drive and Live. Buy original, be original. SON.
It's a season of love and a time to share. And I know as much as you do that only the best is good for your loved ones. It's in that spirit of love that the Director General of the Standards Organization of Nigeria is insisting that you purchase made in Nigeria cables, which no doubt is the best. It's the science of measurement that touches all spheres of human activities. Sit back, relax as we take you through the world of metrology and what the SON is doing to ensure accuracy in measurement. It's Standard and You. My name is Ifoma Okonkwo. I'll be back shortly.
Muna fata shekaru na da za su zo, mutanen mu za su yi la'akari da aikin da muke yi, kuma za su lura cewa ya fi cancanta ka sai abu na kwarai da ka sai abu na arha.
Ka yi meze n'obodo anyị a, ka yi mee ka ihe a na-eme n'obodo anyị a, ma ihe a na-ebubata n'obodo anyị a ọ dị mma. Anyị na-ayọ biko ka anyị jikọọ aka na asị na ofu aka adịghị ekechi ngwugwu. Ka anyị jikọọ aka ka Nigeria wee wọrọ anyị obodo.
Ẹ jẹ́ ká lajú wálẹ̀ gbogbo tá a bá máa fún wa rà ká lè pé o tó pé ojú òṣùwọ̀n èyí tí ò bá yé wa àgbẹ̀ tó bá mọ̀ ń pa ẹ̀ ló tó wà sọ́nà èyí tá a bá dẹ̀ rà tí ò bá pójú òṣùwọ̀n ẹ lọ sí Standard Organization iṣẹ́ rẹ̀ tó bá súnmọ́ yín jù ẹ lọ ṣàlàyé fún wọn bẹ́ẹ̀ wọ́n á ràn yín lọ́wọ́.
Welcome to the world of standard and quality, where we offer you information on product safety and quality. The program is Standard and You.
Choose Drive and Live. Buy original, be original. SON.
Welcome back. The Director General of the Standards Organization of Nigeria, SON, wants Nigerians to stop patronizing sellers of substandard electric cables. He gave this advice when he led members of the Cable Manufacturers Association of Nigeria to inspect seized substandard electric cables imported into the country. Please take a look. This collaborative effort between the Standards Organization of Nigeria and Cable Manufacturers Association of Nigeria is part of the SON's strategic initiative to check the importation of fake cables into Nigeria. It's a partnership that has continued to yield positive results over the years. This seizure, with a street value of over 1 billion naira, was on the heels of SON's robust market surveillance and stakeholders cooperation. The SON boss pointed out clearly that the agency will continue to explore strategies to clean up our markets and check the distribution of fake and substandard electric cables in Nigeria.
We are very proud, and Nigeria as a whole is proud of the growth of the cable industry. How the challenges we had initially, how it became formidable, how it became the best sub-Saharan Africa, how we started exporting cables proudly made in Nigeria. So it's a collective effort. It's going to take a collective effort for both members of CAMAN, SON, and the public at large to make sure to sustain this momentum, that our cable remains the best, and anything that would thwart your effort will be highly resisted. Not only that your products are classified as life-endangering items, but the fact that we've nurtured your growth and we will not allow dumping of substandard cables to take advantage of the investment in Nigeria, whether labeled made in Nigeria or otherwise. After our meeting, we came out to you and we informed you that if you see anything unwholesome, say something to us. So far so good. You saw something unwholesome through collaboration with you and other sister security agencies. We've been able to discover this volume of cloned and substandard, fraudulently labeled made in Nigeria cables, which I'm here on a facility tour to inspect the position of the items that were seized on the 6th of June last year. So that we'll see, stakeholders will see the position, and so that we'll be able to walk the way forward. And also to send a strong signal to the dubious importers that take advantage of made in Nigeria products that are successful, that is no longer going to be business as usual.
An obviously elated member of the association promised the SON that the association will continue to support the agency to do more in protecting Nigerians.
A good thing is that they have nurtured us together with our partnership over the last, I'll say, almost 50 years that we've been in cable production in Nigeria more. We've had good partnership with the SON, and today we're proudly stated as one of the main industries to say made in Nigeria is what to buy. So it has become a scenario where people are trying to adulterate, imitate our cables in order to take advantage, but thereby putting people's life in danger. And SON as a part would not allow it, would not see people's lives as being something that we don't care about, and they've done their part. And that has made us keep working with them, and that is what has brought us here today, to actually see and show people that this made in Nigeria is not only a fight by us that we should be proud of locally made cables, but we should also fight against individually what people do wrong. And that is the key of today, that if people are doing it wrong, you see it, you don't keep quiet.
The Cable Manufacturers Association of Nigeria is an umbrella body of electric cable producers in the country.
Muna fata shekaru na da za su zo, mutanen mu za su yi la'akari da aikin da muke yi, kuma za su lura cewa ya fi cancanta ka sai abu na kwarai da ka sai abu na arha.
Ka yi mezie n'obodo anyị a, ka yi mee ka ihe a na-eme n'obodo anyị a, ma ihe a na-ebubata n'obodo anyị a ka ọ dị mma. Anyị na-ayọ biko ka anyị jikọọ aka, na asị na ofu aka adịghị ekechi ngwugwu. Ka anyị jikọọ aka ka Nigeria wee wọrọ anyị obodo.
Ẹ ká lajú wálẹ̀, gbogbo tá a bá máa fún wa rà, ká rí pé o tó pé ojú òṣùwọ̀n. Èyí tí ò bá yé wa, ká rí pé tó bá mọ̀ ń pẹ̀, ẹ tó wà sọ́nà. Èyí tá a bá dẹ̀ rà tí ò bá pójú òṣùwọ̀n, ẹ lọ sí standard organization iṣẹ́ rẹ̀ tó bá súnmọ́ yín jù, ẹ lọ ṣàlàyé fún wọn bẹ́ẹ̀, wọ́n á ràn yín lọ́wọ́.
Welcome to the world of standard and quality, where we offer you information on product safety and quality. The program is Standard and You.
Choose life and live. Buy original. Be original. SON.
Away from electric cable to another aspect of our daily life, measurement and accuracy. The Standards Organization of Nigeria is developing a world-class quality infrastructure, the National Metrology Institute in Enugu. What is the NMI all about? What is the relevance of the institute to you as an individual and Nigeria as a nation? Please join us as we take you through the world of metrology. These are Nigerians moving from one location to another. Like billions across the globe, these men and women engage in several activities, all in their quest for survival. These human endeavors cut across health, aviation, oil and gas, manufacturing, trade, mining, sports, transportation, agriculture, and research. The importance of metrology in human activities, experts say, cannot be overemphasized. This is because there is hardly any aspect of human endeavor without measurements.
If you go to buy rice in the market, you are expected to buy a mudu or a bag which contains maybe 50 kg. Legal metrology ensures that that 50 kg is actually 50 kg. But if there is no legal metrology enforcement, you might end up getting 45 kg or 49 kg. You are shortchanged. in sciences. Like in the hospital, metrology checks the instruments and equipment used in determining our health. Like the normal heartbeat is metrology, the pressure, blood pressure, the quantity of sugar in your blood, all are metrological derivatives that you need to actually identify this is the quantity of certain quantum of something that is in your body that will now lead the doctor to give you prescription, and even the prescription is also quantified because it will tell you go and take 5 milligrams of this. This we have to make sure that this 5 milligrams, the measures used to determine 5 milligrams of any drug is also subject to metrological control.
For instance, the various tools used in the hospital, especially the thermometer used for measuring body temperature, has to do with figures. The weighing scale used by the trader to measure food items is also about number. The taximeter used by cab operators measures distance traveled, and dispensing machine at the fuel station also measures the quantity of fuel sold.
It all depends on who is doing what, because some machines could be manipulated. For example, petrol stations, they do manipulate fuel pump. Like you can buy a 10 liter, but you're not buying 7 liters, but they will not tell you. And some blood pressure machine could also be faked. Some are original, some are not.
Because I go to my wife 3 days after that incident, she didn't get herself because they said that hepatitis is normal, it don't have cure. That is why she's panicking. So somebody advised us to go and check different places. So we go. So for my own advice, it's important for government to look into their machine so that they will not create problem in people. You know, people say feeling kill instantly.
Giving that inaccuracy and then working on that inaccuracy could lead to terrible situation, like in the case of death, for instance.
We only gamble because we're not sure. We don't know how effective how correct that machine is, and especially when it comes to petrol. You know, I've been to several filling stations where I drive in to buy fuel, and the same amount I buy fuel for that my card I know should fill the tank. At some other filling station, I pay that same amount and I don't get the quantity, and they will still write 145 as the price per liter.
Sometimes they manipulate it, so you cannot really tell. So sometimes when you carry a container of about 25 liters and they put the fuel of 25 liters, you say that it cannot fill up. But what they tell you that they always add extra meter or millimeter on that is why.
The consequences of inaccurate figures or measurements by these tools in the various sectors, especially the health sector, are enormous.
People die. It's not only in the health sector. Other sectors, people are shortchanged, unfair trade, short measures. So many things are happening because of the absence of this NMI.
It is against this background that the Standards Organization of Nigeria is expanding its metrology laboratory. The agency, under the leadership of the present Director General Osita Aboluma, has embarked on a massive development and upgrade of SON's quality infrastructure, which includes this state-of-the-art National Metrology Institute in Enugu State, southeast of Nigeria.
The NMI is key. It's the engine room. In fact, it's the brain box for our national development. Without this NMI, Nigeria will not. We are talking about diversification of the economy. Without the NMI, how can you progress? It's not possible, because the NMI will give you that confidence. You build the confidence in our products that are going out. The NMI will strengthen accreditation. You know, accreditation is one of the components of national quality infrastructure. Without the NMI that will support the accreditation system, the accreditation will not work.
It's the first of its kind in sub-Saharan Africa. The NMI, with over 25 laboratories, is responsible for the dissemination of measurements, standards, and provides traceability and accuracy of measurements.
40 labs here, 40 in number. We have the small mass, we have the big mass labs. We have the small volume, we have the big volume lab. We have the force lab, we have the temperature lab, we have the density lab, we have humidity lab, we have the viscosity lab, we have the hardness lab, we have radiology lab, we have temperature, many of them. They are 18 in number, So vibration lab, we have all these labs. Then when you come to like mass, for example, we have primary mass, secondary mass, working mass labs. There's a particular primary lab, primary standard, which we call International Prototype of the Kilogram. This International Prototype of the Kilogram will be our national primary standard for mass. It's 1 kg standard, 1 kilogram standard.
The NMI, when completed, will boost Nigeria's export base, improve the health of citizens by providing accuracy in measurement, and strengthen other components of national quality infrastructure, namely standardization, accreditation, certification, and testing.
Fairness to trade. People will not be cheated again in trade. You go to the filling station to buy fuel, somebody will give you 30 liters instead of 40. You are paying for 40, but you are getting 30. All these things will stop. The meat, they are weighing, the fish, they are weighing, the rice, the package, the cement, they say 50 kg, this one 50 kg. Is it really 50 kg? All these things will stop. It will save life in hospitals. People will stop dying out of wrong diagnosis. The instruments they use in hospital will be calibrated. The doctor using the instrument will know exactly the accuracy of the instrument he's using. Even our airlines here, those weighing scales at the airport, are they calibrated? Are they accurate? They put your luggage and say your own is 20 kg. These are the things we are going to correct with this NMI.
The regulation and control of every weighing or measuring equipment used for trade is based on the pyramids of industry, trade and investment. We have a regulation to know which type of measure is going to be used, the specification in terms of the material of construction, the size, the mode of construction, all is embedded in that act. That's what we are enforcing. And what we are doing is we make sure that the standard is maintained across, because if we do that, it will not only help the state indigents, and neighboring states, it will also encourage or facilitate cross-border trade, because most of our states, you will find out that they are having borders along.
The Standards Organization of Nigeria has continued to acquire relevant equipment to enhance its operations at the NMI and taking delivery of modern technology from Europe and America to provide excellent service in the country. The SON boss has also upgraded the agency's engineering laboratory in Enugu with the state-of-the-art equipment.
Most of the machines, due to lack of maintenance, they're either faulty or obsolete, or some were even partially installed. But our DG came here, he promised us that he's going to revive engineering lab, and as of today, we thank God, everything is working well.
Standards Organization of Nigeria, SON, brings a new lease of life to Nigerian SMEs. SON has put a greater premium on developing standards aimed at improving the exports of the nation's food and cash crops. This explains why we have developed more standards for Nigeria's produce like sesame, cocoa, garri, and more, courtesy our accredited state-of-the-art laboratories. In keeping with the federal government's ease of doing business, SON has simplified its processes and turnaround time for SUNCAP and MANCAP to reduce substandard products and legal arm to prosecute offenders. Join the Standards Organization of Nigeria in ridding our nation of substandard goods due to consistent market surveillance and raids. See something, say something. The Standards Organization of Nigeria, improving life through standards.
You're still watching Standard and You. It's feedback time. Alimoto Sifo is standing by.
Hello and nice to have you on the feedback segment of the program. I am Halimot Osifo. There's been a lot of stakeholders forum about the product authentication mark. Here is a brief about PAM. It is an initiative of the Standards Organization of Nigeria to ensure authenticity and traceability of products in the Nigerian markets. You may ask, what are the benefits of this product authentication mark? It's for the good of Nigerians, whether you're a manufacturer, importer, or consumer. For manufacturers and importers, the PAM protects you from faking and product adulteration to allow only certified products in the market. Meanwhile, with the product authentication mark, Nigerian consumers will be assured of product quality and guaranteed to get value for their money. PAM will ensure effective control of non-compliant products in the Nigerian market. For information on the PAM stickers, please visit our website on www.sun.gov.ng or visit any of Sun's offices near you. If you have any question, complaints or suggestion about any products, please call us or send in your messages to the number 0705-972-4455. You can also follow us on any of our social media platforms, on Facebook as Standard and You, Instagram and Twitter as Standard and You _. You can also send a mail to the address thestandardandYou@gmail.com. Thanks and have a nice week.